A Witness to History, The Enlightenment. Starring Tara Crespi as Joan Locke.
Also starring Julia LeCamp as Adam Smith. And lastly, Giovanna Domenech as Isaac Newton.
I wrote the novel called Essay Concerning Human Understanding.
What do you talk about in your book? What topics do you cover?
I argue that every person is born with a blank mind, and as they grow, the page is written on as if it was a story.
What do you mean?
Let us suppose the mind to be like a blank page, and experience and environment shape and mold what the person is like.
Like what you go through in life molds the type of person you become in the future?
Exactly, that's my theory.
That's absolutely genius.
I'm a physicratic and a Scottish philosopher.
What are you known for?
I am known for being the founder of modern social science of economics.
Did you write any books?
I wrote an inquiry into the nature and causes of the wealth of nations.
Did you come up with any concepts?
I actually invented the term invisible hand.
What's that?
The invisible hand in capitalism is when the government fails to provide an adequate economy and the people themselves step up and change prices.
What do you mean? How do the people stand up and fix the economy themselves without the government?
Is it like when one person charges a lot of money for, let's say, a pencil, and someone else charges a penny? The cheaper pencil will make the most sales?
Exactly. There's always an invisible factor, or hand, like a helping hand to renew the economy to its rightful system.
That's genius. The world and everything in it is like a giant machine.
In what way is the world like a giant machine?
The universe runs on only a few natural laws, but like a machine, it runs on math and science for the most part.
Wow, that's really smart. Way to open up the world to such advanced and unheard of concepts.
I don't know about you guys, but I invented the natural laws which left the greatest impact of all time.
Yeah, right. Don't get so confident when so many other scientists, philosophers, astronomers, the list goes on, have bettered this world too.
We'll see about that.
We shall. I came up with laissez-faire.
What in the world is laissez-faire? Is that a Spanish word?
No, you ignorant fool. Laissez-faire is in fact a French phrase which means leave it alone.
Who cares? Just because it sounds fancy, it doesn't mean anything. Leave it alone, what does that even mean?
It means that government should not interfere with business. I feel like if just only governments can remove government monopolies and a few laws regarding business, competitions can work.
Okay, so what does that have to do with anything? What was the point in telling us that?
My theory is that government should not interfere with business, which proves that I'm the best student in this room ever.
I wrote about humans during the Glorious Revolution, which was the end of the English Civil War.
So,
I wrote about humans in a peaceful time period when humans interacted and communicated.
oh, that's the opposite of Thomas Hobbes. He wrote during the bloodiest time of the English Civil War. What else did you have to offer?
One of my natural rights state that if government fails to protect you, you then have the right to revolt and reform.
That's cool, but I still think I have you beat.
Well, I believe that all humans are naturally born with the right to equality and are cooperative.
The amount of contributions that I introduced upon the world is remarkable. How can you argue that?
I'm most famous for the novel I wrote called Two Treaties of Government. I've done so much for this universe, and my name lives on to prove it.
The winner of this so-called competition is very apparently me. Give it a rest.
I will do no such thing.
I believe that if individuals had the capability to pursue their own economic interests, society would be so much better.
Because of me, people began to focus on bettering the environment and education for all people and ensured everyone was positively influenced from the moment they were born.
You childish men, you have it all wrong. I am the scientist who left the most influential mark of the three of us.
Are you joking with me? Not only did I write a novel concerning human understanding and create the concept of a blank mind, but I also led to a healthier environment for all people.
No. I was the one to develop the invisible hand, and I am the founder of modern social science of economics.
Come on, guys, we're getting nowhere with this.
My book about the wealth of nations provided an increase in the popularity of the free trade, which enabled people to obtain goods that otherwise wouldn't have been out of reach. Well, I, for one, influence politicians with the idea that a nation's wealth shouldn't be determined by gold and silver, but should be determined by the overall production and business involved with trading.
Let's be civil men here. We all know I'm the best.
Says who?
My accomplishments reach farther depths than yours ever could.
I created the concept of natural rights, so therefore I'm the most successful.
What in the world are those?
The natural rights are rights that every human being is born with.
And what do these rights include?
Pursuit of happiness, liberty, and equality.
Okay, let's make an agreement. We're all extremely successful.
Agreed.
Enough of these childish games.
Agreed. We've done a lot in our lives, and I think we deserve to be equally famous.
Yeah, a firm handshake is very much overdue.
Oh yes, of course. We are very successful philosophers and writers. We really deserve it.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching!
Okay.
Here's some bloopers. Healthier environment for all.
No. I was the one to develop the individual hand. And I am the founder of
We
modern
can't keep
social
that. You said
science.
it.
What did I
You
say?
said it individual hands.
Oh.
We can't keep that if it's like. Is it going? You're moving.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Enough of this childish... Okay. Enough of these childish games.
Oh, okay. Agreed. We'll stop it.
Okay. One of my... Oh, wait, you go.
Okay. One of my natural rights state that if the government fails to protect you then wait. One of my natural rights state that if the government fails to protect you, you then have the right to revolt and reform.